Hello everyone on YouTube and welcome to a new 3D Artcore tutorial, and this time we are going to learn how to model a living room. Four steps that required as a start. Go over shading, make sure that smooth wireframe is ticked. Okay, so tick on it. Go over create, polygon primitives, and by default the interactive creation will be signed with V like here. So click on it to remove this V, and two more things. We will need to open a project folder for it, okay, to make things stay organized. So file, project window, click new, and name living room as here. Click accept. By the way, you can also, before you click accept, make sure you know where you put this living room folder. I put it over here, and it's already been created. And after you done so, go over file, set project, and navigate to this folder of your living room and click set. Okay, now we are good to go. So let's start. By the way, we will each part we will model one thing, one object. So at the end of it, we will basically assemble everything. So let's begin. We will create a cube. Click on cube, press 5 to get this shader mode. See if you see it if you see it like this, press 5 to get shader on it. And now go over scale tool, which you can do using the R key on your keyboard, and scale it. I've changed something in my setting for the tool, and it snaps, but now it won't snap. Okay, so let's create something like this. This will be the seats of our sofa. Okay, and we will stretch it to about so. Just something like that. I think it's enough. And then I want you to hold down the shift, right click, choose insert edge loop. We will insert one edge loop here like that, and then right click, choose edge, switch to selection tool using the Q key on your keyboard. Click on this edge, hold down the control, right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and then you will get this edge here in the middle. Go over polygons menu here, edit mesh, and offset edge loop tool. So put your mouse cursor over this edge and click and hold and drag your mouse, okay, while you're holding the key, the left mouse button, and head those two edge loops over here that way. Okay, now the next thing will be to let's see, I want to add two. Okay, we will do this later. Right click, choose face, grab all those four faces that way, and I want you to extrude them using this icon here, polygon, extrude it that way, and give it some, pull it a little bit that way. Okay, and press F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode. Then we will add two more edge loops. So hold on the shift, right click, insert edge loop, and add one edge loop somewhere here, then two more edge loops here and here. Okay, now right click, choose face, we want to grab those two faces, okay, and we want to click on extrude once, and then choose the scale tool, switch to the scale tool, and grab those two pieces. Well, this it's not what I thought. Let's undo that. Maybe undo that again and extrude it, and let's bring it that way, something like that. It's okay. Okay, so it will be a little bit awkward what I'm going to do right now, but try to be with me here. Press delete to delete those faces, okay, and let's grab these two vertices here, and no, sorry, let's start by bringing those two vertices, those corners here, and switch to move tool, hold down the V key, and we want to snap these two, or somewhat bring them to the same position as these here, this one and the one at the other side, okay. And then also we want to do this also for this one, so try to, you can hold down the V and snap it, but it wouldn't help you much. As far as I can see right now, it doesn't really help. But that's okay. Also, let's grab these three here, and let's try snap them also. Well, I'm sure it's not going to work as I want. No, it doesn't. So let's unsnap it. Just use our views to see this better. Okay. Now click on right click, choose edge, grab these edges here, okay, and click extrude, and switch immediately to the move tool and bring them down to this point, okay, to this level here. And then what you want to do is go over edit mesh, sorry, right click, choose vertices. Let's grab all those vertices here and go over edit mesh, choose merge, okay, so click on merge. With the default setting it should merge them, and also grab those here and merge them, and then go over edge, grab those, just click once, double click on one of those edges. If it loop select everything, see, like here, like this, that means that your edges has been merged, okay, those corners. So go over mesh, fill hole, it will fill this hole, then press F8 once or twice. And one more thing is hold down the shift, right click, hold them both together, okay, go over split polygon tool and release. Then you will get this mouse cursor, click and hold here, sorry, we'll undo that, click and hold and snap it to this point here, okay, and then release, and then click here, snap, hold and snap it to this point, release, and right click on your mouse button, right click, okay, and it will close this line. Now we want to grab those two faces here. No, sorry, first we want to hold on the shift, right click, insert edge loop to add one edge loop somewhat here, and one edge loop here. Now we can grab these two, okay, and extrude them, okay, that way, just a bit that way, and F8 to bring it back to object mode. Now I want to press 3 to smooth preview it, and it will get to look something like this, which is fairly nice, but this is not what we intended to create. So we need to add some more curves here in order to maintain the shape, the sharpness of some edges here. So hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop. We will add one edge loop here, one edge loop there, one edge loop here, one edge loop here. Here I do want edge loop, but I won't try first with only one here, okay, and one edge loop at the bottom here. And now we can try and press 3 to see how it looks. Okay, it looks better. Still yet not what I intended to create, so if you're right with this, keep it that way. If not, continue. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Right shift and right click, insert the edge loop. We will add one more edge loop here and one more edge loop here, and press 3. So this is looks better. Okay, press F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode. Press 1 to exit the smooth preview option, and we want to do something a little bit different here. We want to right click, choose vertices, and switch to foreview, this foreview here, and to the side view. Put your mouse cursor over here, press spacebar to expand this window. Now we want all those vertices in this area, okay, of the sofa. So let's see if these are the one this is okay. Press spacebar. By the way, press spacebar while you're here to bring it back to foreview, and spacebar again over here, and sorry, maybe those we don't need them, the lower ones, so unselect them and bring them here that way. So we lower down the sofa in this area, and I want to add 2 cubes, okay, to the scene. So 1 cube here, we will add 1 and then we'll duplicate it. This one we want it to be somewhere here, and we want to stretch it that way, and we want to stretch it that way, like this, maybe a little bit more so it will peek just a little bit out from the sofa, but not too much, maybe like this, and then let's squeeze it that way. Okay, this is too much that way, and that should be enough. So from here, just want to make sure we are still using these axes, you know, these lines, thick lines here, in order to know where we are in space. So I'm using this as a half cut of the sofa to know where to put this future pillow that we adding right now. So that's okay like this, and we can choose, hold on the shift, right click, insert edge loop, insert one edge loop somewhere here, one edge loop somewhere here, one edge loop somewhat here, and one more edge loop here. Okay, the distance in between them is very important because this is where the smoothness will start and end. So let's press 3 to see this. So it looks like this, okay, and this is you can see the smoothness here. It's a little bit more than those corners, and this is only because of these edge loops that I've added. So press F8 once or twice to see this. This is how it looks, although you can lower it that way. Control D to duplicate this and bring it over this side. Now, in case you have too much space in between, it's better to try and bring them into the same position in both sides of the sofa, and at the same time to scale them just a little bit, not much, like that, and we can always then bring it and, you know, make things look as they should. Also, we can come here that way, right click, choose vertices, and I want to choose only, you see these vertices here, this line of vertices, and these here in this area. So I will do it that way. I can just put my view like this and choose everything, and hopefully make sure that everything is correct. You know, I selected the right one, so that's okay, and that way I can bring those just a little bit backwards. Okay, don't worry, do something like that. Then we will get those, the upper ones, and sorry, those are those, and somewhat like this. Press F8, and then we can also maybe lower it. It's too high, so all this portion is too high. That way it's enough. Press F8 once or twice, and if you really like, you can grab those two, okay, or grab one of them, Control D to duplicate it, bring it up, and use the rotate tool, hold down the J to rotate and snap it. Okay, it's not snapping for some reason. This is very weird. I changed some settings and it's not really helping me to work as I'm used to, but just rotate it in this direction and then scale it to about so. Bring it down here, that way, here. Let's check the angle of it so it will match. Maybe stretch it that way, and Control D to duplicate this, sorry, and bring it to the other side like this, and let's press 3 to see the sofa here. So this looks fine with me, and if you are not happy with these corners here, you can hold down the shift, right click, choose insert edge loop, and add another edge loop somewhere here, so the angle will start from here, and press 3 to see this. So you see, you get something like that, which much more acceptable. F8 once or twice. Not really happy with what's going on down here with this line here, but we can press 1 to exit smooth preview, and we will add 2 more edge loops. So hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop. We will add 1 edge loop over here, which this loop will maintain this area here to be sharp, and one more edge loop, same here, and then F8 once or twice, press 3, and we got these. Okay, now it looks better in this area. And one more thing, let's create a Polygon Cylinder. Okay, let's bring it over here that way, and let's scale it a little bit that way, and right click, choose vertices, bring those vertices somewhat like this. Okay, grab the middle cube using the scale tool to scale them that way, and then bring this like this, and press F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode. Hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop, add one edge loop here, one edge loop there, then go over this view, right click, choose vertices, switch to selection tool, grab this vertex and the upper shift, those two vertices, hold down the shift, right click, chamfer vertex, it will chamfer this vertex and it will create something like that. Now if you are going to, no, let's not do some more extra work, just hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop, add one edge loop here, one edge loop here, press F8, 3 to smooth preview it. That way you can now scale it to whatever size you like, but the main idea is to bring those to be the sofa legs. Okay, so it will just stand a little bit above the floor. Okay, I'm just trying to figuring out what's the scale for it, so scale it, and if you like to stretch it so it will be a little bit high, you can do this. Also, let's use the foreview in order to set this correctly, so the side view just to bring it to its place. I will go over modify center pivot and center the pivot for this, and then bring it over here. Okay, I want this to be where the this kind of whatever it will be, something here, and then here. And now let's look at this from the foreview, from the top view. So one here, Control D to duplicate it, another one here, and then grab them two. Sorry, grab those two. Okay. Control D to duplicate both of them at the same time and bring it over here. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the sofa. Let's just bring it to home view and let's examine it. It looks nice, nothing too fancy. Actually, it looks fancy, but this is pretty much it for this. Okay, hope you enjoyed this part of the tutorial, and we will continue at the next part to model table or any other stuff. That's it for now. See you at the next part. Bye.